Good morning, Jaimin Bhai. Came to.
Sir, all good. How are you?
I am doing great. Thank you. I welcome you to the next session of personal transition management, right? And in this session, we will see that in the first session, could you just remind me that what did we learn in the last session of part one for personal transition management?
Yes. So was a personal transition curve by Fisher. And,
What were the takeouts of this session? Just uh,
sorry, sir.
what were the takeouts from the session? What did you learn from the session? Quickly, just I want.
Change management and the situation in life values and morals and goals.
Okay. Okay. So
Moral
we
and
will go to the yes, we will go to the next slide. Okay, and where we will understand first, we will cover the takeout from the last session. Okay, so that will be a reminder. Like as we have discussed in the last session that change is immortal because of life cycle, right? Life cycle will keep moving, and according to that, change will come. Now, when this change comes, it brings feeling because we are human, so we are made of basically feelings. Everyone has a feeling, right? We are made of this feeling. Now, this particular change will bring out the feeling. It might be positive or it might be negative, right? So, any feeling which comes along with the change could be positive feeling or negative feeling. So, we know that negative feelings are unpleasant and that is not good for our health or the living or anything. So, we should acquire the positive feelings, right? Also, we understood from the last theory, you can refer once more the session which is there, right? So you will understand that if you will have a positive feeling, that means you have a reasons. That means you have fulfilled something, right? And here you can see the reasons which are given. If you have a negative feeling, then there are reasons, right? So we have to work on those reasons and we have to move to the confidence. Am I clear with this? Yes or no?
yes, sir.
And today, of course, I have been talking one word since my all session, which is self-actualization, self-actualization. So today you will understand that what self-actualization means. Okay, we will see in detail, and that is only the position to sustain in energy. So we need to identify one position that will not shift up and down according to the situation time, but we need to acquire the position which is known as a self-actualization, and that will be and so that we can be able to sustain in any change. Am I clear with this? So quickly, just could you read out the session takeouts from the last session? Like
So, yeah,
yes,
last session I learned about change in the life cycle. The change will bring positive feelings and negative feelings. Positive feelings are like peace, satisfied, joyful, happy, motivated, psychosocial, eager, etc. Reasons are self-actualized, self-awareness, self-care, self-discipline, life values, clear vision and goals, time management, etc. Negative feelings are anxiety, anger, fear, threat, overthinking, sadness, etc. Reasons are like life values, confusion, questions, lack of vision, clarity, and cash, etc. Note, you can manage change by meeting new people and working on your life values and cash. Self-actualization is the only key to sustaining any change and way to growth.
right. So I have once highlighted my last session takeout. If you really want to know this in depth, you can go to the session, you can refer that once more. Here I have mentioned in the note that only the way to sustain in any change, because we need to identify the position which can cope, where we can cope up with any change, and which will give us sustainability. So self-actualization is only the key, and which can sustain in any change. Am I clear with this?
Yes, yes.
So I welcome you to the second session of personal transition management, and where I would explain what this self-actualization is. So we will go to the next slide. Okay, so as I said, self-actualization is the only key to sustain in any change, right? So as already we have discussed this process and steps, right, to manage the change. And gradually we need to acquire the position which is self-actualization, and where we will be happy, healthy, earning, and prosperous. Right? So we will go to the next slide. Okay. Could you just read the session objectives one by one? So I will explain one by one.
So end of the session, you should know how could I be the one and very confident to sustain it and change.
Right? I have answered this already, I guess. And to understand this, we have to understand the another point.
The hierarchy of human needs by Abraham Maslow.
Correct. That we will see then.
Self-actualized people mean
Yes. And the last you can read.
self-actualization, the only key to sustaining any change and hate hope.
Correct. Am I clear with this? So these are the session objectives, and you will come to know these are the things and of the session. With that note, we will move further. This is life cycle, and you know that we cannot stop it. So we have to accept that once more. And according to this life cycle, there are a lot of things will change that we already discussed in our last session. So go to the next slide. During this life cycle, one major thing will change, and that is needs. Okay, and now here you need to understand that your needs will change, and this needs will bring out those changes in your life, and you will deal with it. So specifically, we are going to understand what are our needs as human, and what do we want, right, when we have a life. And to do this, we will understand one theory, as I said, hierarchy of needs given by psychiatric Abraham Maslow, right? So we will go to the next slide. So as I said, hierarchy of needs. Can you just read this?
Hierarchy of human needs. What is the hierarchy of needs? The hierarchy of needs is one of the best known theories of motivation created by psychologist Abraham Maslow. The hierarchy is often displayed as a pyramid with the most basic needs at the bottom of pyramid and more complex needs at the peak.
Correct. So psychiatric Abraham Maslow has given one pyramid, which is known as hierarchy of needs pyramid. And here he has very beautifully fixed up all needs of human in small pyramid. There are 8 levels to go, okay? And here it is mentioned that the 4 bottom needs are known as D need that we will discuss. Okay, those are basic needs, and the above 4 are the very complex needs, but those needs are actually the growing needs. So we will see these 8 needs. Okay, the 4 bottom are basic and the above are growth. So we will see that. Can we go to the next slide? Okay. Can you just read this one by one? The first D need.
D needs, deficit needs. The first 4 levels Maslow termed deficit needs, D needs. If you don't have enough, you have a deficit and feel the need. But if you get all you need, you feel nothing at all. In other words, this is to be motivating.
Correct. I have in a life development session and in life coaching, I have very specially talk about this. I when we were talking about the vision, मैंने कहा था कि भूखे पेट काम नहीं हो सकता, right? So as we are human, and we have some needs which needs to be satisfied on a day-to-day basis. And there will be always, like, once we have a food in the morning, we need in the evening too, right? Once we have a water, we need water also, right? So there are needs which will be, which we need on routine basis. And of course, those are known as deficit needs, right? But Abraham Maslow also says that once you experience them, once you get satisfied with it, then you will, move to the becoming needs, which are the other top four level of hierarchy of needs. So could you just read the second one, B needs?
B needs is becoming needs grow. And the second four levels of Maslow termed becoming needs, B needs, once engaged, they continue to be felt. In fact, they are likely to become stronger as we feed them. They are matter of becoming the most complete, the fullest you, hence the term self-actualization.
Correct. So here, what am I saying is, I am not saying, Abraham Maslow says that. So there are top four level which are becoming need. Okay, and it is continue to be felt about the fact and likely to grow. Once you will realize your abilities and once you start growing, you will feed more motivation, energy, within you. So that will help you to grow. So like as I said, self-actualization means knowing your potential and becoming the fully what you
Develop
can be as your potential. Yes, correct. Right. So that's self-actualization needs. So we will see those all D and B needs in detail. Am I clear with this? Okay. Can we go to the next slide? These are 8 needs. Okay. Could you just read them one by one?
Hey everyone, Etienne is here, and in this video we will explore what is
Video has been
self-actualization.
started.
If
so
Yes.
physiological needs, safety needs, social belonging needs, esteem needs, cognitive needs, aesthetic needs, self-actualization, self-transcendence.
Correct. So there are 8 level, as I say, bottom 4 are B needs, okay, and the top 4 which are in green known as a B need. So we will see them one by one. Can we go to the next slide? Okay. Can you just read this?
Yeah, D need deficiency need. The four lowest level needs are what Maslow referred to as D needs or deficiency needs. These needs are due to lack of something and need to be satisfied in order to avoid unpleasant feelings and to move on to higher levels.
Correct. So we show that we are human and we are made of feelings, right? And we have different feelings. So to deal with these feelings and to get satisfied, in order to get satisfied with those feelings, first we need to get satisfied with this need. Because as I said, we feel hunger, we feel thirst, we need sleep, and that is on a frequent basis, day-to-day basis, right? So we'll understand them one by one first. What are those are the needs? So can we go to the next slide? Okay. Can you just read it?
Deficiency needs. The first one is physiological needs. The basic physiological needs are probably fairly apparent. This includes the things that are vital to our survival. Some examples of physiological needs include food, water, breathing, homeostatic.
Correct. So these are physiological needs, basically referred as a basic needs: food, water, breathing, sleep. So we need to first care about this. For our self-care, basically it is referred as, right? Because that is from where we get energy and energy to work or do anything. Right? So this is one of the most important. Can we go to the next slide? Okay. Security needs, right? So can you just read point one by one?
Some of the basic security and safety needs include financial security, health, and wellness.
Okay. See, financial security you need, and also you can read the second point over here.
Safety against accidents and injury.
Okay, then you can read the third point, then I'll explain.
Finding a steady job, obtaining health insurance, contributing money to a savings account, and moving into a safer neighborhood are all examples of actions motivated by the security and safety.
Okay, correct. So now tell me, Jaimin, why do you have any idea? I'm sure that you currently you have a vehicle, right? You have a vehicle insurance. Do you know about everything about the vehicle insurance?
Mhm.
Okay,
Not
fine.
every.
I know that. I know. I know. Do you know about health insurance, life insurance, bank
Yeah, somewhat
accounts?
I know.
Maybe you know. Yes, somewhat. You know. So, as I said, that we need to get pre-prepared. Self-actualization means person gets pre-prepared. So you are doing life skills because you know that you will, need this particular capabilities, knowledge, skills, and abilities in future. So let me tell you, Jaimin, why the good news is this financial products and the products which you need are already there in your life skills course, right? So you will have a knowledge about it, and that will add confidence, and also that you can plan your finance and investments, right? So these are needs, and of course, you will learn during your life course, right? So you can read the last point now.
Whether the safety and physiological levels of the hierarchy make up what is often referred to as the basic.
Correct. These two needs, the physiological need, the basic need which we talk about, okay, and the security needs are referred as a basic needs, for any human because they need this. Okay, so we will go to the next slide. Next slide. Okay, can you just read this?
Social needs. The social needs in Maslow's hierarchy include such things as love, acceptance, and belonging. At this level, the need for emotional relationships drives human behavior. Some of the things that satisfy this need includes friendships, romantic attachments, family, social groups, community groups, churches, and religious organizations.
Correct. So these are social needs. Like we want to be feel, loved, respected from the society. We need friends. We need, the family, right? So in order to be get satisfied, we have a social needs because we are human, right? And if you don't get that love and that affection from the society or with the people, we will always be in need of this. So we'll keep seeking it, right? Go ahead to the next slide. Okay, here just
Social,
I want to make one point. There is no need to read this slide. I have just put it there. You can refer the section and there you can read. Here I have put this slide because in order to avoid loneliness. Here I want to talk one thing very specifically. Uh, there are many students, there are many people who commit suicide, okay, because of depression and problem in life. I would just say one thing. Three things can you get out of any situation: process you follow, people you meet, and place you visit. I repeat my statement. Okay, if you want to, like, this is a humble request to the all people: do not get in depression and do not die. That's a social message. Okay, you can come out of any situation. It's in your hand. You just need to follow the process. You have to change the process which you have been following since long. So that will help you to bring out the change. So process, place, and people. So change the process which you have been following. Place which where you have been. You need to change the place, and of course the people. So people you meet. So loneliness, depression, these things will go away, and you will be more motivated and productive towards of your group, right? So to give this message very specifically, I have kept this slide, loneliness. So do not have it. And you have a way which I have represented just now to come out of. and we do that, right? We have that service with us. So that you can do. So is it clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So we'll go to the next slide. Okay. Esteem needs. Can you just read this esteem needs? It is divided in two parts, the higher one and the lower one. So first, I want you to read the lower one, the first point.
The lower one is centered on self, the need for the respect of others, the nature for status, fame, glory, recognition, attention, reputation, appreciation, dignity, and even dominance.
Correct. Here I will say that the lower one, see here the lower one are known as your, interpersonal and intrapersonal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here the lower one means the interpersonal. So interpersonal, the respect from the society, the glory, status, you will seek from the society. If society motivates you, then you will be motivated to do the things. So this is known as a lower one according to the Abraham Maslow's self-esteem. And then you can read the last point.
The higher form involves the need for inner self-respect and includes such feelings as confidence, competence, achievement, mastery, independence, and freedom. Low self-esteem leads to a sense of inferiority and worthlessness, and can lead to inability to strive to advance.
Okay. So here I want to make out 2 points. One is lower means when you want respect from society. So like of course we will need our ideas to be, appreciated. We need that, or something work to be appreciated by the people. And these are known as a lower self-esteem. But once you actualize yourself, once you know your capabilities, your work and everything, trust my words, you will start respecting yourself first. You will love yourself, and that respect has to come from within. When you stand in front of the mirror, I'm sure you should tell yourself that yes, this is the one whom I want to be, right? And this is the man who I want to be. Actually, I stand by. So that comes as a self-respect, right? So this are testing means you should stand in front of the mirror, go and watch one movie known as Tamasha. In Tamasha, I don't know the actor, I don't remember exactly, but he has done very good acting and he has done the mirror practice. So he has represented that how mirror practice can work, right? So you can gain self-esteem by doing mirror practice. Is it clear? Wonderful. So can we go ahead to the next slide? Okay. So am I clear with this? Those all four bottom needs?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will go to the four, the top needs, hierarchy of needs. When we talk about, we will go for the another floor needs, right? So we will go to the next slide. Next slide, which are also known as a growth need. Okay, when you show there, that was mentioned. Can you go to the last slide once more? Okay, here you can see that growth needs. So from there, growth need starts. Okay, and we will discuss one by one. So which one is the first? We can go to the next slide. Okay, now you can read this.
The growth has involved the desire to grow as an individual and fulfill one's own potential.
Correct. Right. So it will start, for becoming needs. These are known as a B needs means becoming. I want to be something. I want to get self-actualized. The journey leads to the self-actualization. So we will see that. Can we go to the next slide? Could you just read this? This is the first need.
The becoming needs, cognitive needs, these include the desire to know, to discover, to solve mysteries, to be curious, We need knowledge in order to understand how to do things to improve on them and to motivate for change.
Correct. So as I said, now you are doing your life skill, that is cognitive needs, because you want to understand and explore yourself, your capabilities. So you are working on your cards and habits, right? Because you want to grow, right? So these are known as a cognitive needs. Am I clear with this?
Yes.
This is basically the self-ignition, self-motivation when it starts. When you initiate the action, somebody can help. Like life coaching, you initiated the action and you are learning, right? Okay. Can we go to the next slide? Yes.
Aesthetic needs. These needs inculcate a desire and appreciation for a sense of order, and they are manifest in such things as physical tidiness, cleanliness, and order, and in appreciation of nature, art, and music, fashion, and architecture.
Okay. As I said, once you know your capabilities, once you get self-awareness, cognitive need, once you are ready to grow, you drive your life values. So like it's self-discipline, right? It could be your life value. So you will start with it. So nobody will tell you to follow your schedule, manage your time, but you will do it your own. And you will also appreciate surrounding nature. You will love to be alone, to think and work on your capabilities. But still, you will keep appreciating. These are the needs known as aesthetic needs. So basically, you want more time to work on yourself and get more concreted and confident. Am I clear with this? Okay, so we'll go to the next slide. Yes, you can read this. And I'm sure that you remember that I have been kept talking about this need since long. And this is only the need which, if we satisfy and if we reach to this level, we can, sustain in any change with the positive feelings. Not only sustaining, but we own positive feelings. So there will not be any questions, but there will be a clarity of goals, vision, mission, values, your life, and everything. Right? So this level is something where person gets clarity about everything. Okay, so could you just read them one by one?
Self-actualization needs fully functioning person. These needs manifest in desire for self-fulfillment to realize one's potential and be the fullest what a person can be. Maslow stated that the self-actualized individual represents the future of humankind, and but at the time only 2% of the population and 0.1% of college students self-actualize.
Correct. So now self-actualization, and that is the reason. Now, did you understand why you have been taken through this theory and explained? Because you were not aware. Now you are aware that what are the needs will you have in future according to your life cycle. So this will be in your knowledge. Gradually you will go understand, experience, and then you will realize that yes, I need this. Right? So fulfillment of realization of one's potential. What can you be the fullest you have to be? That's called the self-actualization. Am I clear with this? Okay, and there is a process to go. As I have already represented one video in my last session, value of life. There, he was following one process of raising his two fingers. So every time when you want to grow, you have to follow the process. That is the first thing. Okay, you should know what is the process. Then you should decide the place, and then you should decide the people who can actually help you or can make your vision using values and grow with you. So win-win to everyone. Am I clear with this? So it is in your hand, Jaimin Bhai, it is in our hand. I would say that for all of us, that what is the process we decide for living? What is the place do we live? And what are the people we live with? These things will decide our life. Okay, and that is the self-actualization. Am I clear with this? So are you ready to go with this particular achievement of this position? and explore the
yes.
process that we have designed for us. Wonderful. So we'll go to the next slide. Last need, which is known as transcend, and you can read this.
Conscience need. These needs manifest in an awareness of the potentials of not only themselves, but of mankind as a whole and result in concern for and a desire to assist in needs outside the immediate person, such as involved in service, the welfare of others, the environment, etc., even before their own needs. So people who reach this level are considered fully human. Maslow considered them to fully represent the future of man.
Correct. Right. So these people are known as the future of mankind. I will just give you examples so it will make it very clear. Pramukh Swami. Okay. Pramukh Swami was the one. Mother Teresa. Right. These people
Right.
dedicated their life. Yes. Those people were transcendents. Abdul Kalam. And they dedicated their life fully to the humankind. So they represent the future of humankind. All right. Am I clear with this? Wonderful. So can we go to the next slide? Okay. So now first tell me, are you clear with this all 8 needs, the hierarchy of needs?
Yes, sir.
Why did we explain this needs to you? Because according to the life cycle, you will have them. So you should understand what are the upcoming needs and how would you get prepared for this. Right? Can you just read the quote said by Abraham Maslow?
What a man can be, he must. This need we call self-actualization.
Correct. What you can be, you have to be, right, to your fullest, and that is known as a self-actualization. Right. So can we go to the next slide? Okay. So here we will play one video. Okay. So can we go to the video? And here you have to understand what self-actualization means.
Hi everyone, it's Yanis here, and in this video we will explore what is self-actualization. If you want to live more meaningful life and enjoy life experiences, then you should work on developing certain characteristics. If this is your first time on this channel, then make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon to get updates on my latest videos about time management and productivity. Self-actualization is a complete realization of one's potential and the full development of one's abilities and appreciation of life. This concept is at the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and it can be achieved when all other needs are met. It's the state when you feel complete and happy, you approach your life with a purpose and meaning, and you enjoy every bit of it. So the question is, what does it take to achieve this state and how you can do that? So let's take a look at some of the characteristics of self-actualized people. First, autonomy. Self-actualized people tend to be very independent. They don't conform to other people's ideas of happiness or contentment. This original perspective allows them to experience each moment in the unique and interesting way that they can appreciate. Second, solitude and privacy. Self-actualized individuals value their privacy and enjoy simply being with themselves and their thoughts. While they also love the company of others, taking time for themselves is essential for their personal discovery and cultivating their individual potential. Third, enjoying the journey. While self-actualized people have concrete goals, they don't simply chase empty goals. The journey towards achieving a goal is just as important and enjoyable as actual accomplishment of the goal. Fourth, problem solving. Self-actualized individuals are often motivated by a strong sense of personal ethics and responsibility. They enjoy applying their problem-solving skills to real-world situations, and they like helping other people to improve their own lives. I hope that you enjoyed this video and I was able to give you a quick summary of what self-actualization is and what characteristics you should develop to become more self-actualized. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate if you could press the like button, as this will help the video reach more people and spread the message.
Wonderful. So now, did you get what this the self-actualization is? They are the happy people. They have a happy feeling because of they deal with everything, right? So here we will end our session. And as I said, there is no competition. That is only the thing. Competition lies with yourself, and you have to be better day by day from what you were yesterday, right? So did you get, Jamie, by what self-actualization means?
Yes, sir.
And self-actualized people are the most happiest people. They deal with the positive feeling and they will sustain in any change, right? So here with that note, I'll end my session. And once more, do you have any questions with regards to this?
No, sir.
Okay, wonderful. So you will be given your assignment and we will have a refresher session afterwards. Okay, so there you can raise your queries and you can submit your assignment. So we will
Sure,
end
sir.
our session here. And I'll just say once more this. खुद से ही खुद को जीतने की जिद है मेरी, खुद से ही खुद को हराना है, भीड़ नहीं हूं मैं दुनिया की, मेरे अंदर एक समान है. So build up that world within you and you will see the wonders in the world. Okay, so we will see you into the next session of 360-degree thought change. Okay, till the time, take care and have a great.
Okay, sir.
Have
Take
your
care.
personal yes.
Yeah.
So have your wonderful personal transition. Okay.
Thank you,
so
sir.
much and take care. Ji welcome. Have a great day.